what will he be able to do?
Yeah, but it's on the flank here. They're already coming around the corner. There's the first contact, and there you go. Who better than SHROUD for the first blood? Traded out, though, and it's looking to be a back and forth. The backman Sense in control. One more to go to 180 on the latest edition as well. Celsius trying to push real quick now. Block contact. Jonah P does manage to get the kill onto Tens, so that cancels out the duel to false, but at least it gets traded out by SHROUD. And that's where we're leaning for Sentinels. But look at this push from Trent. Just by Sussy. He looks on the top of the net, has the perfect timing, but the jiggle peek from Celsius. The awareness of that player to actually keep
round. And now this. They're expecting guard to be a little bit aggressive. And already fed in a few kills here. Net able to trade one Vans, and it looks like they're going to scale back on A. Sentinels for the plant with Viper.
Has the pit to pull that out. Allowing Dapper to get a flank down. Shazam watching that flank. Easy kill hit.
Yeah.
Dapper watching the back end. 15 easy round coming in. Oh, okay, never mind. Make it a doable for Valley. Looks for the second one, but as he tries to clear towards the left side for the guard, so despite them losing these rounds, being 4-1 for the Sentinels, everything comes back into fruition where they have a very strong defensive pull, especially after that tag and now the kill onto Celsius from the Hunter's Fury of Shazam. But still a 5 versus 4, so going for a plant. Nice little shock dart onto Tens to do a little bit of chip damage, but still in the end, it's a plant. Close plant situation now for the guard for the retake. Starting things off quite well with a dual false kill from Net. Battle onto mid, and Shazam is lurking back, but the retake back towards the site. SHROUD is holding towards the angle at the ladder. That's the first kill at Berlin, but it continues to get traded out, and it continues to be a perfect retake for the guard. It's 3 initiators in the front A site. Now the door gets open, a beautiful flash, but it's still Saya player that lands the first kill on the Dapper. Valen answers back onto the A main 2, holding the top. The recon dart comes out, and that's a spike down as well. But we are trading back. It's SHROUD and Tens back with a 1-1 of their own. An advantage coming in for the guard as the recon dart comes out, trying to flush out a plant.
Wants to reposition. Oh, he gets the frag! Oh my gosh, almost evens it up. It's the operator for Tens. It feels like comfort. It feels like home. And there's one shot onto Net. Vansili, it looks so much better at a 2v1.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Now we have to tap onto that spike, potentially have a double swing. The first peek out, the headshot onto SHROUD, but he's still looking back towards the doors. We still have an opportunity here for Tens to move back up. Comes in for the op kill for the mid doors, and that is a 2-on-4-1 by quick towards the A-holes. Josika would take control of the door, and here's that battle towards the front to swing out from Net, and he connects onto that kill. Another first blood coming in for the guard, but the tag from the Allen Drone, the Hunter's Fury to come out, Celsius trades it back. A 4 versus 4 as Sentinels have taken over the A site, but we're fighting back from under the bridge.
Sentinels now SHROUD and Shazam standing tall. Will they be able to do it? A Saya player connects with Shazam.
3 versus 1 for SHROUD. Nice flash, actually. Not fully blinded by that one, but it's enough to make it.
Though. They kind of play against what you think would happen. Oh, we slowed them down. No, they're trying to come in. Saya player reads it. There's the first one and almost 2.
And Trent's back there, too, to fight back against Celsius. Another headshot onto Dapper. Spike is now down in front of the A site. Jonah P under attack at the staircase as Trent is down to 18 HP. Beautiful recon dart allowing Jonah P to get that kill, leaving SHROUD by his lonesome, and that's Trent with a 3K into the round.
Strong guard, battled through the economy, battled through their own demons. And we have a game on our hands. That's all we wanted to start.
Another flash available for Celsius. Goes for that underhand. Comes back through. Fully blinded is going to be Trent, and thankfully he's fully blinded. But that Celsius still on his own. Connects onto another kill onto Net, but we're swinging through as he's reloading. A couple of flashes coming out on defense, but it's still going to be SHROUD trying to hold his ground. Now gets pinged out, but he does get the wall bang onto Jonah P. And a headshot onto Saya player before he gets traded out. A 2 versus 2. Celsius battling a screen about to come down. Oh no!
Peeking!
Peeking! No, I didn't like that. I did not like that at all. Caught in position, out of position rather, as maybe it was a miscommunication. Valen should have called it out potentially here that the wall was coming down, and Net got caught with his pants down. Thankfully, Valen could play the pulse lineup. ADS onto Tens, a 2 versus 1, but it's still going to be Celsius that answers back. That 13 HP remaining will get the defuse, and that's Sentinels, but an expensive round for them to win. The tap on the door for the battle here, and it's a connection onto Trent. But that leaves Celsius on his own, decides to fall back, playing the numbers to their advantage. We like that. Valen has lurked his way through the A-halls. A cap, should I say, that caught Celsius off for a bit. They choose to look back towards the ladder, so that allows Dapper to swing out. And unfortunately, it doesn't work out in their favor with that flash. That is going to be the guard, making it a 4 versus 3. Still at least looking to get a plant down for the economy into the next round. A close range battle against Valen, who's just around the corner. And as he goes for that swing, it's 2 players looking in that area, forcing out at least a retake from the Nightfall, as Net still stays alive for a bit, but only for a bit. Dapper's gonna have to come up huge at the pillar of the B side. The smoke dissipates. Could have lined up 2, but that's an easy trade back. Viper Spit is available, but it's stopped by Shazam just by the archers in the back of the B side. Spike is also down, but Shazam's on his by himself actually. But he can do it so far. That's 1 kill. Traded out by Saya player on a 2 versus 2.
It's tight. And Sentinels look to put themselves on huge point. Not gonna happen.
Kills by Jonah P. One of those moments where, you know, there was that miscom that came out from the recon guard, probably the reset coming back from Trent. This kill also is going to give the tell that the hits towards that B site, but it allows you to get in with utility and get the plant down. But Dapper is was looking to get ready to go for a Nightfall, but decides to save it into the later rounds because they are also on a lower buy. So this also allows the guard to get easier, to get an easier sight.
Quite a bit of success here going towards middle. As you said before, the wall towards A. We're gonna hold on that.
Yeah, let's hold for a bit. We got the highlight reels coming out from Tens. Zelsis actually makes it a little bit more expensive for the guard this round, but he's actually potentially going for this off the kill, try to make it expensive for a bit. I mean, you will be able to buy into the next round. They're still going to be on full economy at map point, but that's a great way to start things off. Shazam, ADSing, headshot onto Net. We're trying to answer back from the halls, the underhand throw, but Jonah P at least got control of the door. That forces out the null command, and Valen gets the entry onto Shroud. Meanwhile, though, as the door opens, that's already going to be the ult down, but it's going to be a camera for the players on the guard trying to get this plant into A. Coming out on the defense, so that's going to delay things just for a bit. And there you go, the pin finally comes out. Trent still has the Owl Drone. Hunter's Fury to come back as well on the retake from Shazam. And it's Zelsa, Shazam, and Tens looking for the retake, but they have to retake with an off on top of that. So this is good positioning, at least for Valen inside the pit. Now as the wall comes down, coming in. Oh, the close range trying to get that shot. Lurking around the Viper's pit, leaving Trent on his own. The swing out, and unfortunately, as Zelsis comes down towards that ramp.
The push Tens wants first blood.
Oh my god, Saya player with the pick.
This would be incredibly impressive.
It would be impossible. Very doable if you actually have a huge flank. Oh, the wall comes up on the timing on defense. And Dapper's position's now given away with 2 players playing under the window. You're going to have to flick hard, but it doesn't work out. He had utility in his hands, and we're looking closer and closer for the overtime. Shroud with the Marshall. Zels is down, and Shazam with the Bulldog, but the res comes out, forcing out the Hunter's Fury to tag onto one. The double kill with the Hunter's Fury, leaving only 1 player alive. That's Zels with that Spectre, spotted in the front of the B site, and we will be going into overtime. A Saya player gets that last kill. But we hear the footsteps. Tens is on the top. They don't clear it on the top here for the guard, but no hits, no kills. 10, or should I say Net at 1 HP, finally gets dropped. Now it's a 4 versus 4. The knife actually pings him out, and we have an recon guard actually that pings out Saya player in the back of the site. Saya player is also holding that angle. The peek out. Zelsis wins that fight. And now here comes Trent on the lurk, back towards tunnel. The 0 point coming out on defense as we have suppression coming in. Jonah falls, but Trent moves forward. The first headshot onto Shroud, the recon dart to come out too, and Valen is still holding towards that window. So we have to go for the quick kill, and it works out for Shazam. Now Valen has to go for the jiggle back into front, and Shazam saves it in now for the Sentinels as we drone for the ping, but this is going to be one of those same things once again, but Zelsis gets the opener. We actually do clear that top of flank, but Valen's in the back of the site, connects onto one, but on the top of mid. Right back as Net is looking for it from the top of Ness, and that's a great pick. But another late lurk coming out from Elbow. Tens is going to hear the rotation from Jonah B. Connects onto that kill, and we know the second one's moving towards tunnel. That's one of the things we like to see, yeah. I mean, Shroud, we talked about it before. One of those players that's coming in. As we do have the shots landing on a 1 versus 1, and it is halfway. We're forcing out the ping. The wall bang coming out from Shroud does get the kill, and who better than Shroud to win that round? Bad timing, because he thinks we have position and info. Tens does get the first kill, at least onto the Sentinels, because you just want Zelsis to play the pulse plan and just catch the players off guard, especially after that Owl Drone. That's the easy kill. 1 player down. Knife towards the front door. Actually, he missed it. He threw the knife onto the body of Trent. I love it.
Well, he was making sure nobody else was to his left. So he hadn't cleared it, so he's like, oh my god, Shroud! He comes out with a 3K! The flawless to end the round. You got
from Sentinels. break the door, force to rotate out. Tens gave up towards Garden, and now we're pushing
Dapper.
towards the A side, but it's Dapper! 2 kills with the Ghost on the back of the Jenny, lining up a third one with the wall bang, and that's Tens on the other end just to hold it back off the rotation. Net's on his own, on the lurk on mid, and that's gonna be a prime gaming flawless. Just looking for some aggressive mid control with 2 riflers on the top. And that's Tens. Crosshair placement broken, and Valen punishes him for that.
And nobody's really close to any ults. We're still so early in the game, but again, Guard try to play this time down, and Jonah finds 2. That's big news. They take him.
Tried to get something at least on the A side. The underhand throw actually did catch Zelsis off guard, but there was support from Shroud.
Let's get in.
Excuse me, lost a rifle in the process. Not only expected here because it's a gun round now for the guard, and Shazam's looking for that retake for Sentinels. The wall bang onto Saya player as Net is hiding inside the smoke actually, and that allows him to get through the nebula on a timing because the Prowler didn't spot him, but as he comes out, Dapper was waiting for him. Then Trent stays on the boxes for 2 kills, looks for the third, but we continue with these trades. It's a 1 versus 1. We talk about Valen on clutch, but it's not going to work out. Dapper gets the kill.
Oh, operator in the smoke. TP out.
First gun.
Ooh, the quick trade though.
The triple walk into a smoke. I love it. And the spray back through the cloud burst, but the Nightfall coming out on the attack. It does actually see Shazam with this Odin just trying to ADS down for only 1 kill. But these are looking really good, at least on both ends. Immediately, the null command gets dropped, so we have a 2 versus 1. Shroud looking for the fake res, looking back towards our front of the site. Going for the real one to swing out, and that's Trent with the kill. Very well done. Good patience by the guard.
Wow, look at what Sentinels feel comfortable playing. Shroud is not moving. He is ready to play a double spot there, crossfire into sight, but he goes down on a trade. Now they have to consider what they can do. No controller on that side.
Cloudburst 2, Zelson down, Shazam off the rotation. And this continues to be just nice from both of these teams. The pushing coming through, it's well read by Sentinels, but the trade comes out immediately. I just love this until this happens. Tens pushing towards the B main, looking for the 3rd kill, and he's going to get the headshot there onto Valen. Lock it down here for the Sentinels. It should be a Nebula or a Gravwell. It's going to be a Nebula instead. Paranoid doesn't hit him, so Shroud has open season into the back of hell, but unfortunately as Saya's dancing inside the cloudburst, Shroud falls. Now though we answer back, Tens with the Guardian, the first headshot. Shot darts coming in, spike down now for the guard on the pulse plant. 2 players playing towards hell as Jonah P falls. Dapper goes for the 180 and another 180 again on the Trent. Now the Nightfall just to secure the deal. The last position, as you see now, the Nano Swarm getting thrown, double of them coming down, but it's still a 3 versus 1. Very difficult for Net to come back across, and as he comes through,
Stars on this A spot just to hold down the alt orb.
Okay. He did his job. Net was trying to look for that push, fights back for that one, but that forces a Nightfall on the attack. Nice paranoia from Valen, but it's still a 1-for-1 on both extremities of that map. Zelsis is looking to push forward. The battle coming in towards hell. You hear the footsteps from Dapper. Dapper gets picked off by Trent. Zelsis is looking for the overhand flash with a double swing after, but there goes Trent pushing forward, and that's a great kill coming out and a great hold from the guard. Second half just start on a fresh slate, but it starts aggressive. We have Zelsis getting the first blood on the Saya players. They're trying to go for the shark attack into the B-link. But it's a double push up on Catwalk, so Net has a lot into his hands right now, hiding inside that nebula. And as it dissipates, Elise gets the first kill until he's traded off by Zelsis for another kill coming in for Sentinels. In the back of Jenny, Trent fights back with that frenzy. Long range somehow onto Tens, and this is looking, again, one of those clean retakes on pistol for the guard, as now they take the lead in this game.
There's a one-way smoke here, coming in from Valen. Wait, Shroud's in? That's the rest of the team has to follow.
Saya player lands it onto Zelsis, and Jonah P gets the wall bang onto Shazam, and this is a stronghold for the guard. And you mentioned it, Shroud made it through, so he's able to answer back onto Saya player, but it's basically a 4 versus 2, as he gets picked out by a Haunt, and that's a beautiful wall bang by Trent. And that's some great stuff that we'd like to see. Tens by himself, first headshot, connects onto Net. And we're looking for that double swing, but there's basically no time. This is a round coming in for the guard, and somehow, into the kill go utility, it's still that KO smoke combo that works out quite well. And finally, as we get a first blood now in favor of Sentinels, as they're leading towards this.
Great little adaptation there by Sentinels. They were able to identify that it was Saya player that was out and in the open alone, but now this B is coming in, so forget about that.
The Nightfall also to ping out Valen inside that site. Cosmic Divide on the attack, but You don't need to be death if you see them right in front of you. That's 3 kills for Valen right now. A 2 versus 2. Valen looking for the 4th. Connects onto that one as well. And Shroud on a 2 versus 1. See what you got here, Shroudy. Nothing at all. As Net taking the first step, pushing aggressively towards Tree. That forces out the null command from Jonah B, who does get a nice kill onto 10, who was fully blinded towards Tree. A swing out from Wine that doesn't amass for a kill, so we're trying to fight back. We're clawing back here for Sentinels. They're at a player disadvantage, but all split up across the map. But here comes the Hunter's Fury on the attack, allowing this push forward from Dapper, but it's not even needed. Shazam gets a double kill with the Hunter's Fury. A player advantage going back into the Sentinels, but Dapper lurks in to make it a 3 versus 1. But now control under slight control as Trent plays the off angle. First kill onto Zelsis. Updraft coming out in 10, swings out with the Vandal running gun to make it a 4-on versus 4.
The smoke there just denying the angle those two wanted to use to actually have a crossfire. 10's
the Blade Storm as he can, because he's going to be by himself in the site. The Paranoia is already wasted by Valen in the back. First op shot connects, but it gets traded out instantly by Shroud. And that's a plant coming down now for Sentinels, and we're still far away
these
from
frags. Jonah's going to have to move a little bit faster if they really want to use all the utility correctly.
You're happy that Tens is still alive, because that forced Jonah B to break that trademark. So he has to give his position away. It's a 2 versus 1. Both players from Sentinels holding in the back of the site. Another overtime into this game. Economy's still good for the guard, but it's quick for Sentinels inside the B site. Dapper somehow flicks into the kill onto Trent. Back of the site now is going to be Net. Being hit by concuss from that Nova Pulse. Net is trying to stay alive in the back. Nice flash coming out because Zelsis was full blinded from that. The swing out from Tens, and Net was still ready off that kill. And that solves that. Dark cover coming out, and Net is just holding down towards the back of the site. I can't believe this is happening. What a hole right now from Net and the rest of the guard in the back of the B site. And we are going to a third map. It is a hard hit for the guard towards the A site. Underhand flash, but we're staying safe behind the Jenny. That's 2 opening kills coming out, make that even Sentinels across the board. The last one is going to be spotted on top of that too, in front of the orb, and that's Saya player. And there's that peek. We're about to see the swing. That's it. The frenzy from Zelsis. Understanding that the knife was going to get ready, stays outside of the radius towards Orb.
Right.
Puts another snake bite onto the ground, but at least we still get a plant for the player advantage. Slow Orb allowing Sentinels to creep forward, but Saya player is evening up the tally. In the back of Yellow, Haunt coming out, breaking crosshair placement, but a double swing in the front. The Molly missed on top of that too, but it's a lineup to allow Valen to get only 1. But after that, that's going to end it. To be an eco for the attack half. Now we spot some legs to make it a 4 versus 4. I was going to say we had a great start with...
That gas wall goes up, instantly protecting from mid, so now we can just focus, but it's not quick enough. Saya player's quicker.
We wanted to know it was going to flick faster, and it's going to be Saya player indeed, and puts value into that Dilda False, and now wall coming up. 4 block.
Fights.
Yeah. We're still trying to deny as much as we can. Even an orbital
strike.
Everything's just cycled so well into the Dilda False from Saya player to get a 4K into the round, and that was really nice from the guard. I'm not going to lie.
He already has one for himself in the 8 frags he does have and wants to get some more. Tens actually goes down there to Trent, who's been having a hell of a series for himself too. SHROUD gets delivered.
Last few rounds at least, and you saw SHROUD trying to trade it back, but they both get knocked down. As now everybody's just falling. It's
300 in credits here, and guard has been able to string some rounds together, so it's going to be max buy for Sen, but they will not have time to get a goodbye into this next round. Jonah P is going to end that one on Zelsis. 4-3 as the guard pull away by 1.
Information on top of the null commands, and that's a split from the guard into the B site. And that also allows Saya player to flush some players out, get a kill at the Shazam. The push from Shroud as he got pinged out from the Nightfall. But again, another one of those rounds where you're getting into the site, you've got numbers advantage, and you're on a 4 versus 2 with the KO knife trying to get to
guard. They're able to come in from almost every spot they want to try and find the flank, but are they too far away now? Oh, Valen says no!
Who cares when Valen gets these kills like that?
Smoke going down so they can go through mid into spawn. Nicely done is to get themselves caterpillared right into the A site on screens.
But the 0 point spotted all 3 players, so rotates coming out. Tens wins the fight for the lurk on B main, so that's huge. Now we're playing all the way towards the back. The underhand throw on the top of 410, but it doesn't spot opponents in the back. 0 point coming on the other end. We're playing the pulse plan. It's going to be dangerous for the guard to try to hold this back. This is one of those unorthodox positions just because you're trying to play inside a Viper's mid. And now Saya player gets the no-scope there onto Zelsis, but we're diffusing onto that spike, like I said. Going to be very hard to do here on that retake. And Sentinels It hold that round beautifully. Ready to go for. And all of this timing and dinks coming out from SHROUD, but unfortunately no kills. So now the null command comes out from Valley. Sentinels trying to make it another 7-5, a Nightfall coming on the attack too, and we've cleared out towards this B site.
Rendezvous for now. It's going to take a little bit of time, and that's the gain. Pressure here. A missed shot.
Off. Missed shot. Molly coming out once again. The annoying Molly from that Brimstone. Now that's going to run that clock down. We got to try to push quickly. Dapper comes up with the wall. C's being thrown. Nice little jiggle peek with the headshot to Valiant. Now we're sticking onto that spike.
Wall.
We're peeking up. Dapper saving it so far. We're trying to break the wall. He gets the third kill. Looks for the fourth. We get the defuse there for the Sentinels with the Red Bull clutch. And we're ending it 7-5.
Or wall goes up to the left side, and Sentinels will try to get this plant down. Maybe.
Oh my god. Trent. That's a high-low, almost lands them both, but that's going to be TenZ that lands both of them on the top of 410. Net now being flushed out by the snake bite and also dropped down with the Sage Wall. I was going to say maybe it's a bad Sage Wall after wall because that's two players that made out the ropes to get the kill, but thankfully TenZ is there for the trade.
Angles. Last one through pistol on screen.
But the repel, we're not clearing the right. Elisa gets traded out. SHROUD coming out with the Spectre. Side player falls in front of sight. This still is an advantage right now for as well. Molly coming out to deny again if you can. And now you're forcing a little bit of a tunnel to try to get into the site to plant. There's only 14 seconds left on the clock. Zelsis Elise gets the kill onto Trent. Jonah P pushing forward through the smoke. The third kill then onto Shazam. And goes for the 4K!
No way! Oh dear.
Net into this A site, and look at this lurk setup. They're trying to do a little bit of what TenZ did, and it works out. But we already have players on the other end of that wall trying to go for the trades. We don't have SHROUD up with the wall anymore, so things are going to get a little bit more difficult. Nice underhand flash, but it still gets punished here by Shazam, who wasn't affected by the flash on the left side of green. And here's the flank. Now, nice jiggle peek. It's spotted out. Shazam goes for the white swing, and now it's just Trent. Classic in hand. And, okay. Ooh. Okay.
Anybody can reposition after a drone. We don't see Sentinels quickly moving up with that. Of course he takes the shot. Dapper goes down. The wall that's given Sentinels so much control inside the site is gone. To see if they can organize and get themselves in here. Tour de Force and Vandals to make it happen.
Trent for the retake, and it comes out right away as soon as they hear the tap. And here comes the hunt inside as well. Prowlers to come out to help out to flush out the Viper's Pit. And now SHROUD has to look left and right, and it's Jonah P to drop the Viper's Pit, drop the spike carrier as well, and it's TenZ on a 3 versus 1, sneaking through the tunnels of smokes. Left and right, getting ready for the double swing. TenZ with the first kill, but Net comes back.
WP's press. Sentinels looking to close this round gap.
You want this because this allows the wall to come up and potentially get the plant without having a fragment be landed on the ground. But yeah, Trent gets the kill onto SHROUD. Another one of those duels that's won here by Trent, who gets a second kill, but at least we get a plant down for Sentinels. The push forward coming out from TenZ, spotting two players, but he's still watching that flank while the rest are pushing forward. Orbital strike coming down here on the defense. It takes down Zelsis. It doesn't work out for the post plant. TenZ is on his lonesome. 4 players swinging out. We get the defuse for the guard. And they are at map and series point.
Different plant though. They push forward. First time they've gone this far through their own wall.
And Zelsis gets the wall bang onto Jonah P, but it's still Trent that's alive, another player that's been prominent for the team. TenZ finally gets another kill. 4 Sentinels onto Valen. Well, now maybe a save, but what do you call that they have? Somehow they land that shot, but it's traded out here by TenZ. Trent back on the top of Kitchen. Somehow a 2 versus 1. No way. Shazam only with the Guardian. Picks up here the second weapon of the Bulldog on the ground. We have it at halfway. He gets the headshot. It's a 1 versus 1. Recon guard out. We're still clicking on that clock. And now we go for the ADS. We're trying to go for the tap. The headshot coming in. And should I say the body kills for Shazam? The Red Bull clutch. And we stay alive for Sentinels.
Guard off and how they can rotate. Only one's going to be coming through. B's to play again, but the mollies, the plants,
the push.
Jonah P goes down.
Zelsis with the headshot to Jonah P, but then runs back into the molly because that stays on for so long. It's a 4 versus 4. Offshot missed by TenZ. We're still moving forward inside the site now for Sentinels, and we're staying back and push forward. We have to spray through the wall as well. Oh, the body, the gun stick, so Dapper falls. Another shot from Saya player. Only 2 more to go. TenZ and Shazam. No Hunter's Fury as Shazam needs to get the kill to activate eliminated on a 4 versus 2. A 0 point comes out, and Tens is posted with this off, looking back towards Snowman, waiting for Sire Player. They both get a kill. It's a 2 versus 2. Now we're pushing forward on a 1 versus 1. It's Trent. It's Tens. Trent is moving forward. The swing. He gets the kill. We're going into overtime.
Incredible play.
Great way to delay, and now you know the execution is coming out from the guard on the attack, and it's Valid and Net at least opening up the first 2. Shock Dart misses because of the smoke. Those damn Brimby smokes. He lands both of them on the ground, and now we get the plant coming in from Jonah P.
Go down, the shot misses.
Oh my! Valent's still there though. Valent's still there, but Shroud stops him close range. So we're pushing forward from a nice haunt, but it's Shroud with the 3rd kill into the round and a 4th kill into the round. The defuse comes in for Sentinels, and they retake the lead in the series.
Contact mid play, not a piece of utility used. Absolutely brazen, and they find Jonah P utility out in overtime.
No way, but we still have Trent in the back of the site. It's traded out by Tens once again. Spike picked up, traded out by Valen. Spike is down once again with the fragment on the ground. Alert towards mid doesn't work out. It's a player advantage back into the guard as Net is pushing forward. Zelsis thought he had the timing. Now it's Shroud on the 3 versus 1 as he leans out. Net
from the guard. They want to know that Sen is just as committed, and here's the plant going down. The dink.
Plant, a dink indeed. Now the wall gets broken, but Shroud, he's still alive for a minute. He swings out.
The timing!
What a bait by Trent. How crazy are you going to do that in overtime? 2 kills then come back from the guard. It's a player advantage now for the defenders for the retake. But like I said, it's still planted for long. We have good positioning right now from Sentinels. No more fragments, no more post-plant positioning. And because of that, players are falling down. And now that allows the Viper Spit to come back. 1 more to go. And Celsius with the kill through the smoke, looking for the spray. It's back at halfway, out with the classic. That gets the kill, and that's gonna be the guard that finally seals it. 13-15 in their favor. And oh my God, Riv, it's time for you to take it because I need a breather.
What an amazing series coming out of both teams. It couldn't be said anymore.